Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and welcome to my house, that's Justin's house. In this video, I want to show you how to map a custom field for your ServiceNow and Jira integration. I actually stumbled across this unintentionally, and I'm going to show you exactly how that happened for me. I came in prepping to record the demo after installing and configuring the application, and I came in and created a story like you've seen in the videos. I'll leave a link up above, that up above, or this up above, where I came in and I said, hey, I'm just creating this test story, I'm just testing, and made sure everything worked. I made sure the assignment group was there, I hit save, and over in Jira, I would toggle the filters like you've seen in my videos. It comes through actually really fast, and everything looked good. And then I was like, well, I want to move this into a sprint, so let me add some points. So I put it in 25 over here on the ServiceNow side. I hit save, and then nothing happened over here in Jira. The story points field, this one right here, never updated, or it says none there. I'll even close out of here and go back in, and you'll see that story points field never updates. So I tried the reverse. I said, well, let me put the points in here, 100 story points. I hit the save button, and that never came over. If I went up above here and changed the description, I could say testing, let's say change from Jira to ServiceNow, hit save. That's going to come over automatically right above my head. You're going to see it update. Yep, real time there. The description updated, changed from Jira to ServiceNow. But look, my points never come through. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. Why isn't that coming through? So a little bit of research, and I found out that there's a way to map the tables coming over to your Jira instance. So let's take a look at what that looks like. We'll open up the Jira instances here. You're going to see a little blurred out on some of my stuff, but essentially I'm going into the instance name and the project, and then there is a link here for stories and the table that's mapped and the fields that are mapped in there. But notice there's one for Epic and one for Sprint, so this applies to any table that you have synced. If you have an external table name that's not Story, Sprint, or Epic, but you want it to sync, you'd put it in here. But if I open that one for Story, we should see the fields that are out of the box mapped over to from Jira fields to ServiceNow fields, so that we know which ones are coming through and which ones to keep in sync. We can see them here. Summary, description, Epic link, sprint, status, priority, and assignee. What's missing? Story points. I had no story points. So I was like, huh, well, I'll just create a new field mapping for story points. So I went in here and I pulled up the new field map thing, and essentially what you're doing is you're selecting the table in ServiceNow and the field on that table in ServiceNow, which you'll see here. There's my table for ServiceNow is RM_story, and I'm looking for points, which is right there, and I believe on the back end this is story_points, but the external field name I didn't know. And I needed a way to figure that out. So I knew by looking at the field over here on the right-hand side, so we'll just scroll down here, that what the label was story points, but what is the actual, is it story_points? Is it story dash points? Is it story space points? I didn't know. So I needed to look at the JSON payload that's coming in that REST call or that webhook from Jira to ServiceNow. So this is what I did. I went over to my executions, and I noticed that there was this process agile Jira issue flow that had run, that obviously had probably updated everything. So I clicked on that, and nothing showed up here. So I had to go in, because I'm a good flow designer caretaker, and change my flow reporting settings and set this to on, so that when I did click on this execution, I could see everything there. And what I was after was this payload. So this payload is where I was looking for that 100 points or 25 points. So then I just search for, I think, what do we have here? Yeah, 100 story points. So I'll search for 100. Aha. Okay, there it is. I had to look a little harder. So there is the message right there. There's my story points of 100. And look at what field it's mapping to, custom field 10024. Now, I don't have several Jira instances. This is the cloud version. It might be different in your instance, I don't know. But I figured out that, hey, this was the field I was looking for, so I copied this, copy it right here, and I went back into my field mapping and pasted that in just like this. And now I'm saying, hey, I want you to, when you see this in the payload, custom field _1000 or 10024, I want you to map that to the points field in ServiceNow. I hit submit, and it was that easy to see the update. That's all I had to do. We're just going to wait for this to save. I'm going to go back to my Agile board in ServiceNow, so we'll just go to Agile board. and I'm going to pull up that story that I created, this test story. So this test story still has 25 on the ServiceNow side, and if you look above my head, we've still got 100 on the Jira side. So let's just test that really quick. In fact, let's do it in Jira because it'll update on the screen as I do it over on ServiceNow. So I'm going to just double click on there, make sure you can see it, and let's change this to, I don't know, 202 points. I know that's a weird number, but let's just change it. And let's see what happens on ServiceNow. It automatically updated. So I got it there, 202 points, automatically came over. And if I do the same, let's just change this to 101, which is half of 202. Hit that save button, and I'm going to close here above my head and just reopen those story points. And I expect that to update from 202 to 101. And it didn't. Maybe I didn't wait long enough. Let's just do that again. 202. Okay guys, I had to stop the video because it was working one way. It was working from Jira over to ServiceNow, but it wasn't coming from ServiceNow to Jira. I got it working, so let me pick up where I left off and then I'll go back and show you what I did to fix this. But essentially, I can change the story points in ServiceNow. Now you can see them here. We're at 101. Let's just change this to another number now. Let's just make this 42, the solution to the universe. And we should see on the right hand side my story points get updated. On the backlog here they say 202. On the story points here it says 101, so that's just some Jira wonkiness. I'm going to hit refresh on the whole page, and we should see, yeah, there it is, 42 points on the backlog. And if I scroll down in Jira to my story points, it shows story points 42 right there. Okay, so what the heck did I have to do? How did I get this working? Well, it wasn't in ServiceNow. So all of the stuff I showed you with the custom field mapping and everything on ServiceNow was correct. And where I was clued into what was going on was this error message in the flow, basically saying the custom field underscore 10024 cannot be set. It is not on the appropriate screen. So this is a Jira term for configuring a project in Jira. So what I did, and I'll show you that real quickly, even though I'm not a Jira expert by any means, so don't judge me. I just want to make sure you know exactly how I fix this, because the points were coming from Jira, but I couldn't get the points back to Jira. So I went to my project settings and I selected screens. Now I'm a Jira admin, so I have full access to everything. I not have any restrictions other than I don't pay for Jira. It's the free version. So I went into screens, and then I went to the Scrum default screen scheme. The Scrum default screen scheme. Say that 10 times fast. I went in there, hit the edit button, and I clicked on the CD6 Scrum default issue screen, and this gave me the list of fields. And what was missing is story points right here on the bottom. So when I came in here off video, it was not even showing. It looked like this. So I went and added the field by clicking the drop down here, scroll down to story points. Notice that it's not story point estimates, but story points. Saved that, kind of moved off of there. I went to back to screens, and I kind of just dove back in this default screen scheme and made sure that whatever I did was still there. So I scrolled back down, and there was my story points. I came back over to ServiceNow, changed it to, we'll do 99 now instead of 42. And if I go back to my projects here in Jira, I should see that in my backlog now it is updated to 99, which it did. So we've got 99 there on the backlog and 99 there for the story point. So that is how you add a custom field. And I originally went into this video thinking I was going to show you on the ServiceNow side adding that custom field, and you do that using the, like I showed you here before. We'll go into our Jira instances, and for each instance you can have several projects, and for each project you can have several different tables, and mine was the story table, and I made sure story points was part of that field mapping. And in order to figure out what Jira was sending, I had to go into a flow execution, turn on the reporting so that I could see the logs and everything, and then go look at that payload and grab this external field name of custom field underscore 10024. Now you can see the Epic Link and the Sprint are also custom fields, 114 and 20 respectively for Epic Link and Sprint, but story points, I have a feeling, let me know if it's different for you down in the comments below. Yours is probably going to be 24 as well. So this might be a reference for anybody who wants story points to sync back and forth between ServiceNow and Jira, or any other custom field that you may add as part of your configuration of Jira or your configuration of ServiceNow. If you've added custom fields in ServiceNow or Jira, this is the way you use this table mapping to get them to stay in sync. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in adding custom fields in ServiceNow or in Jira and getting them to sync using the out-of-the-box integration provided by ServiceNow. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.